All right, I'm here with Robert Graham, the Republican state chairman from the state of Arizona, where my friend Barbara Espinoza lives. Mr. Graham, what have you thought of the last 2 days here in Boston so far?
It's been good. It's been productive. It's one of these things where we come together, put our heads together, and try to learn best practice and have the best possible outcome in the future. So it's been great.
Now, is there any particular panel or speaker that jumps out at you from what you've seen?
Well, I think for me personally, the communication with the women, thinking about our women demographics, they have over 53% of our electorate. I think it's something that can't be ignored. So we just had a fantastic panel discussion. Chris Christie came and spoke, and his message more than anything that I walked away with was winning. And that is something that I obviously preach and that our party wants to do, is have great outcomes. And so I would say those two are probably the ones that stand out the most. Now,
Arizona is not like Massachusetts in that it's a competitive state. You're always fighting. With the Democrats always coming at you that way, and the ability for a state to go any way, I imagine it keeps you on its toes. What do you do as a state chairman to keep the party going straight, to keep that fight going on?
Well, first and foremost, it's being on the offense. You know, in the state of Arizona for the last handful of years, we've been on the defense mostly, and we've been very reactionary as it relates to what the left has said or the attacks that have come from the Dem. So as a newly elected chairman, we are on the offense. So it's controlling our message, define the Republican Party as we are, not what other people say we are. So it's been something, and then what's happening now is also singling in on a specific vision or goal so that you have a good outcome. And that vision and goal is registration and getting out the vote and making sure we win elections.
How do you bypass a media that's trying to spin against you as a party chair?
Well, we have to be relevant, right? So in order for us to, if the media is not going to present anything that's positive or growth-oriented as it relates to the Republican Party, then we have to become relevant. So through social media, through absolute volume, there's a point where the media can't discount or stand away from what we're saying. In our state, for instance, we've had a number of different things that we've been able to roll out that the mainstream media, locally and nationally, has picked up some of our stories because they're relevant and they're credible and they're timely as it relates to reporting. So if we can do that consistently, then they have no choice but to accommodate that wave of information, that groundswell that happens through social media and the mainstream.
Finally, is there anybody coming out of Arizona on the local level or the state level that we should be on the lookout for nationally as a rising star in the party that comes to mind?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's any one individual. I would say that from a state, you know, we have all the statewide offices. We have a majority in both the House and the Senate. We have talent across the board, and the idea is that, again, we'll keep cultivating. So I wouldn't say there's any one individual. I would say that our entire state government right now is run by people that have a great prospect for great outcomes in the future.
Robert Graham, Chairman of Arizona, thank you very much.